Hi again. So I'm sitting here busy thinking about my previous blog about the soul lessons I incarnated with, and I spoke about the need for finding my own self-worth, and then I spoke about finding my own freedom, and I thought about the third one, that extreme sense of vulnerability I've had my whole life, not being taken care of, and how I've repeatedly drawn situations just to really reinforce that belief that I had. And that's all we're ever doing, is we're reinforcing our own set of beliefs. And that's why it's so fun to discover what's really happening on the outside, reflecting what's going on the inside. So this whole vulnerability thing, as I said, started from when I was very little. Just my thoughts about it that set a certain vibration, and that later on became so deeply entrenched that that was all that I was ever creating. And I know that by the time V and I ended up in a homeless situation, which was just a month and a bit before I left him, I remember thinking, oh my God, I've done this again. I've drawn a financially insecure man. And that vibration wasn't always there, the financial insecurity, but it certainly became deeply entrenched in me in my first marriage. And I never ever took responsibility for that. You know, I really blamed, and I got very angry. I was such a victim. I just couldn't go and provide for myself until the pain got so much that eventually I left that, when I had these first little bits of awareness that there was something more going on. And even in that 7-year period, you know, I had many different jobs. I knew nothing. At the age of 40, I didn't even know how to go into a bank and cash a check. I knew nothing. I was like a stupid little 16-year-old. And I had to learn from scratch. So I've had 8 years of really fast learning going on in my life. And I put some stuff together, and then I had this lovely steady job, and I loved it at first. And then, you know what? I hated it because I get bored very quickly. And I have this subconscious feeling of immense frustration because my subconscious knows it is not doing what it came here to do. And I was getting sick and tired of all these experiences, you know, that I was pulling into my life, which I wasn't aware of, that's what I was doing back then. But certainly the sense of vulnerability has followed me. And as the intuitive healer the other day explained so beautifully what it has done to my physical body, what it has done to me on a cellular level. And I've been feeling that, oh my God, for 33 years. Even in the years of anorexia and being extremely misunderstood and a lot of anger coming, which I don't blame them. My gosh, how do you know what to do with a bizarre young girl who's anorexic, and there's not much out in the media about that. There's not much information. My poor parents and my little sister, she really took a strain with that. She didn't like me around. So we were just reflecting off each other. But by the time that I actually walked away, I knew that it's time. You have to go and provide for yourself, Dominique. And part of this whole beautiful experience has been learning how to ask for help, learning not to manipulate, learning of the immense abundance that is in the universe, ready and willing to provide for me. I've just got to be open to it, and I've got to slip into that vibration. And of course there's still fear, because there's still like a little baby girl inside here that's the residual stuff that is leaving. And I'm so excited because it is up to me. You know, I'm responsible, and I'm responsible to make myself feel secure. I am responsible to do things for myself. And the greatest responsibility I have is now knowing that I have an amazing universe on my side. I have one that always gives me exactly what I ask for. But now I'm very clear and becoming more and more clear about what it is I ask for, what my request is, what my vibration is. How am I aligning with this divine intelligence? how am I in oneness with it and moving in rhythm and dance with the beauty of this instead of in resistance, because I know that if I think there is nothing, there is no provision for me, if I think there is only lack, if that is my true core belief on a cellular level, that's all that's going to show up in my life. So, oh my God, it's so exciting. It's so exciting to learn how fully responsible we are. It's so exciting to know that there's no accidents. It's so exciting to know that I am in charge of what I draw into my life. And it's so exciting to know that there's such new things on its way, and new things show up every single day. And I love it. I'm just loving this whole journey. I really, really love it. It is so cool. And it's also so cool that through all of these contrasts, I am figuring out more of what it is I do want. And I'm now starting to believe that I can have these. And I was saying this morning that I was so frustrated about why was I not putting the stuff together that I need to, and feeling some resistance and putting it off and procrastinating. And I really recognized that, and I've come to learn how to do this, that when I raise my vibration and I see if there's a welling up inspiration feeling that comes up, I act from there. If there's not a welling up inspiration, I don't. I leave it. And I was reminded this morning of this. It's not its time. Or what I thought I was going to put together is not quite what I'm going to be putting together. So wait. And now I'm inspired because I'm like doing 2 blogs on the same thing within an hour or so of each other. And then I know I'm on the right track. And this is what Hawaii has brought to me. When I'm pounding pavements and I'm in alignment, as I said, the most magnificent miracles happen, like instant. When I'm not trying to hold the vibration, I'm just in it and loving it and experiencing it and enjoy and appreciation and knowing that the sole focus of beautiful beings out there assigned to me is on me. They're looking out for me. They're watching out and seeing how they can join me in this dance. And I love it. I love this awareness. And it's magnificent. I can't wait to just experience more and then get back to South Africa and share this and teach it. And I'm going to be doing body work with women as well. There's this awesome bodywork meditation that I'm discovering and just setting us free. It is awesome to be responsible. I love it. I love life. The wind is blowing. I'm playing with the tree again. So sweet. You'll see that I often video in nature because, gosh, it gives me something. Take my feet off, put my bare feet in the sand or the grass or whatever. I love you. Kisses, hugs. Mwah. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful creating day.